Hello, my name is Gabi and we are building a greenhouse.
Last time, in order to keep things simple, we converted everything into blocks. Now, to see how things join together, I had to put the wood columns back in place in order to avoid overlaps, such as this one here. Sorting this out now is very important when calculating the raw materials. Since we know how heat transfer works, we are aware that everything has to be airtight. In order to achieve airtightness between the side panels, I have found this type of joint to be the easiest to execute with best results. Basically, one side has a longer section and the other side enters inside that section. Like so, they embrace each other and become airtight. For the corners, we use a similar approach. One side embraces the other on the outside, since they will be stuck to the floor and pulled in by the roof. When the wood expands due to humidity, it should provide a very good seal. In order to avoid situations such as Brooming Olympics 2018, the roof lip will be slightly outside of the walls. When putting together two sections of the roof, we can safely assume that they will fall down in the center. There is nothing to offer support against gravity. A solution would be to create a center pillar such as this one. I personally do not like it very much because it will take away valuable swimming space from the fish. Also, its foot will be wet all the time. For now, we will go with it and see what other problems we encounter. The overhang of the roof is the part which sticks out of the building, the one under the arrow. For us, it should offer both support and protection against rain. Do note that water molecules can also go up through something called capillary action. In order to avoid this, we will place the overhang of our roof outside of the roof itself. Cover with cellophane or something similar, which will be longer than the piece of wood hanging out. Maybe we can even install a gutter for rain collection later on. Next decision is if our overhang should start from under the acrylic or next to the acrylic. In the previous drawing, it was next to the acrylic. We will start under because we can put screws from the top and from the sides. It will end up offering more support for the roof and it will be more protected. For the side of the roof, we will apply the same idea as for the upper part. The two pieces of wood will be very easy to join together and they should create a corner powerful enough to pull in place the upper side and the back panels to seal up the corner joint. Now we need something like this. They are called metal hooks. With them we can link together roof pieces. They have to be stainless steel because on the outside there will be rain in winter and on the inside it will be constant humidity. The end result will end up looking like so. The red pieces are the metal hooks. We should add the metal hooks to the right of the panel as we look at it, in order to link the pieces horizontally, else the greenhouse will be split in two in the middle. If we move the hooks underneath, like so, we will be able to fix two more problems. 1. Replicate the previous joint type, the unnotched corner. 2. When the panels will push downwards, under the force of gravity, the hooks will hold things in place because they cannot stretch to allow that effect. From a side, the two panels join completely under the roof of the upper panel and their lateral overhang will continue seamlessly. Later, since the overhangs are made out of wood, we can secure them with another hook if needed. The lower roof panel will have a piece of wood which will act as a stopper, otherwise this section will slide down. Now that the project is more or less in place, let's have a look and see if the materials required make sense. From here on, the finishing touches will require a lot of work and it will be a pity to redo this as well. We will start by looking for clear acrylic in the store of choice. Then we will select the desired dimensions. Note that if possible, do not cut unless you are skilled and you have proper tools. The imperfect cuts look ugly, do not align properly and usually can't be glued together, especially in the case of acrylic where the gluing is actually welding and it requires very straight surfaces. Here we can see that the shipping cost for bigger sheets of acrylic actually becomes expensive. Therefore, we will limit ourselves to the biggest with free shipping. Note that the price per square meter does not increase significantly. This being said, we have concluded that the current design has to be changed slightly in order to accommodate the materials available. No clear face should have more than 50 centimeters by 1 meter. The goal is not lost.
We have learned about the type of joints and we have found solutions for our current problems. In the next design, we will apply all of them in no time and avoid some of the complicated ones, such as the pillar in the middle. Execution is rather easy once the research is done. Credits to all the creators of the images which do not belong to me can be found in the description section below. I do not own any of them and their creators deserve full credit. Thank you very much for learning from me and see you next time.